UNITFIVE, UNI, learn words from the TV. Textbook agents mad cause I'm flagrant. Worried these vids will put them out on the pavement.
BIGPOPPA, no info for the DEA. Federal agents mad cause I'm flagrant. Tap myself and the phone in the basement.
Okay, the first word in this unit is pretty easy. It's addendum, and it's a noun. And an addendum is just something that is added, an addition or extension of a document. So you could say, before voting on the law, several members of Congress proposed an addendum that would require the law to be applied to all citizens over the age of 18. The plural of addendum is addenda, and if you've taken any of our Latin classes, you probably know why. The next word is aghast. It's an adjective. It means filled with disgust, horror, fear, or terror. So you could say, we were aghast at the brutality of the murder when we came to the scene of the crime, because it was so bloody. The next word is ample. It's an adjective. It means more than enough, large, spacious. So you could say, you've had ample time to finish this project, more than enough. I don't know why you don't have a better product. The next word is apparition. It's a noun, and it means a ghost or ghostly figure, a strange or unexplained appearance. So you could say, in A Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge is visited by 3 apparitions, ghosts who are going to show him how to live a better life. The next word is assert. It's a verb, and it means to declare or state as truth, to put forward forcefully. So you could say, throughout the criminal trial, the defendant asserted her innocence. The next word is cower. It's a verb, and it means to shrink or hide away in fear or shame. So you could say, I cowered as the bully raised his large and meaty fist to punch me in the face. Now, cower as a verb is easy to remember because you can think of coward as a noun. A coward is somebody who's afraid of everything, who is fearful, who shrinks back when faced with conflict. So you could say that a coward cowers. The next word is disdain, and it has 2 parts of speech. As a verb, disdain is to look down upon, to look at scornfully. So you could say, I disdained all material comforts when I decided to live as a Buddhist monk. I gave them all up and looked at them with scorn. As a noun, disdain just means a feeling of scorn or contempt or hatred. So you could say, all fair-minded and tolerant people should have a disdain for racism. The next word is epitaph. It's a noun, and it means a brief statement on a tomb or gravestone. So you could say, after visiting Thomas Jefferson's grave at Monticello, Virginia, I was surprised to learn that his epitaph does not mention that he was President of the United States. The next word is ethical. It's an adjective, and it means relating to moral standards, right and wrong, relating to correct conduct. So you could say advancements in science often come with ethical questions. Is it correct to clone humans? Is stem cell research acceptable? And so on. The next word is facetious. It's an adjective, and it means not meant to be taken seriously, humorous. So you could say, I'm sorry you were offended. I thought it was obvious that my remarks were meant to be facetious. It was only a joke. The next word is inaudible. It's an adjective, and it means not able to be heard. So you could say, dogs can hear some sounds that are inaudible to humans. The word inaudible is sort of easy to construct. So the prefix in, it means not, like invulnerable, not vulnerable, inaudible, not audible, okay? So, and the word audible just means something you can hear, like audio. Here's another in prefix word, indiscriminate. It's an adjective, and it means not selective, without restraint or control. So you could say, the indiscriminate slaughter of dolphins in the Pacific Ocean needs to stop immediately. So to discriminate is to pick and choose, right? To be selective, to decide who's special, who's not, to decide what's good, what's not. So if you're indiscriminate, you're not selective. You're making no distinction. You're just going through and hitting everything. The next word is intrigue. So it has two parts of speech. As a noun, intrigue just means plotting, a crafty plan. So you could say, the spy movie was full of drama and international intrigue. As a verb, intrigue just means to form or carry out plots, to puzzle or excite the curiosity. So you could say, I've always been intrigued by the idea of extraterrestrial life and UFOs. The next word is jurisdiction. It's a noun, and it means an area of authority or control, the right to administer justice. You could say, because the crime was committed in Mexico, the Mexican government claimed jurisdiction and decided it had the right to prosecute the crime in Mexican court. So you've all heard of a jury, right? In court, a jury decides who's guilty or innocent. So jurisdiction, jury, diction. The idea that who has control, who gets to set up the trial, who has the ability to dispense justice. The next word is plausible. It's an adjective and it means appearing reasonable or fair or true. So you could say, although your story is quite fantastic, the details don't sound plausible to me. I think you're making it up. The next word is plebeian. So it has two parts of speech. As an adjective, plebeian means common, vulgar, belonging to the lower class. So you could say, although he has millions of dollars in the bank, the business owner's taste in cars was quite plebeian. He drove a 10-year-old Honda Accord. As a noun, plebeian just means a common person, a member of the lower class. So you could say, that snobby girl looks down on everyone whom she deems to be a plebeian because they don't have as much money as she does. The next word is prodigal, and it has two parts of speech. As an adjective, prodigal means wastefully or generously abundant, luxurious. So you could say, although we don't have a lot of money, we make exceptions for prodigal celebrations of family birthdays. As a noun, a prodigal is just a person who is wasteful and self-indulgent. So you could say, although that man later became famous for advocating the cause of simple living, in his youth, he lived the life of a prodigal, eating fancy food, going out to fancy parties, and so on. The next word is proximity. It's a noun, and it means closeness or nearness. So you could say, my proximity to Timothy meant that I couldn't pay attention during class because he was singing under his breath and tapping his pencil. The next word is pulverize. It's a verb, and it means to crush into a powder or dust, to overcome, to conquer, to destroy. So you could say, in the windmill, corn is pulverized into flour. You could also say, when we went up against the basketball team from Southwestern, we were utterly pulverized. They beat us 100-2. The last word is volatile. It's an adjective. It means easily changeable, fickle, easily turned violent or explosive. Or you could also say in chemistry, changing easily from the liquid to the gaseous state. But that's not an important definition here. So you could say, he was extremely volatile during chess tournaments. You never knew if he would flip the table over after he made a bad move. And that's it. All the words in Unit 5. So, watch the video as many times as you need, get ready to take your quiz, and I will see you in Unit 6.